Have you ever posted something online that you thought that majority of people would agree with you because it's a good thing or it's the right thing, and it turns out that you got so many disagreements on the post? That is what happened to me in my previous post on Instagram. So my previous post was about designing your first portfolio as a newbie. First portfolio as a designer. Obviously, you have no experience. You've not worked in an actual scenario case, in a real life case. So I gave some tips and pointers, which I have also taken, and it worked out for me pretty well. And it didn't go well. So it is not like it didn't go well. It went well, but a lot of people had problems with one of the points there. So I had just one comment on Instagram questioning the post, while on Facebook it was a total different ball game. I got lots of comments, and this is what I posted. Posted designing your first portfolio, no experience, no problem. The first thing I advised to do is to redesign a real life business, like without shading the current brand, redesign their work and post online that you can never tell. These brands might see you and even hire you for it. And this is something I have seen on Twitter majorly. We have cases of people whereby they just, they played with the idea of a certain idea, they brought it to life, and the brand actually buys into that design, buys into that idea, and they'll bring them on board. That actually didn't specifically work for me, but I've seen it work for other people, and it is one way to build your portfolio, add it to your case studies in your portfolio. And the second thing I said was to use passion projects. Get briefs from sites like goodbrief.io, fakeclient.com, or join Instagram brief accounts and go all out when designing. So now this is one thing first. I had comments about I had a certain comment about this particular point, that they would not necessarily hire newbies based off the passion projects they've done. And I'm like, so how are we supposed to get a job? What we don't, obviously nobody wants to test out a newbie and give them a job because of the level of experience. So now I've come up with a fake company, design it, and you still have a problem with that. Okay, that's by the way. Then the last one, which actually costs lots of eyebrows, is design for free. So I said reach out to your friends and family whom you think could use your skills and brand their business. You could also notice it was a second suggestion, not my first suggestion. My first suggestion is to reach out to family and friends whom you think they could use the skill. Then the next thing is to reach out to local stores and offer your service pro bono. You can request for a tag or a social media shout out. Make sure to just get your testimonies and add it to your portfolio. So now that I'm reading it, it seems I can see the point of everyone that's commented so far on this post and why it can be misleading. So first of all, I'm going to share my experience on how I built my portfolio as a newbie, with zero, nada experience, and how I was able to land a job on it. So the first thing first I did was work on passion project. If you check my Behance, there are three major projects there. Four. Out of that four, three of them are passion projects. And the first ever project I posted, which was Stanley's Bakery, this project has opened lots and lots of doors for me. I've gotten job opportunities from just that project because people see potential clients, recruiters, they see this post and oh, I can see the potential of this person. And they reach out to me, and some we strike off a deal, others we don't. This is how I was able to get jobs by designing passion projects. Designing for free. So why this might be problematic, I could see it's problematic, is I should have stated that if you're designing for free, make sure it is for a good cause. Make sure it is something that aligns with what you want to be hired for, and do not do it more than once or twice. Because I have worked for free just once on a branding project, and I actually volunteered to rebrand that project because it's like a female empowerment program where we have to, like, small business owners, we brand their business for free. So that was the first and only time I have ever designed for free. I said doing free gigs sets a bad trend, making it harder to get a fair pay later on. It attracts clients who don't appreciate the effort, making work relationship less rewarding. Like, it is better to stand up for a fair blah 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 blah. Let me see another comment here. I mean, everybody keep talking about payment, money. You should pay your worth. You should do this. You should do that. But exactly, what are you worth as a new designer?
Wait a minute. Who are you?
What is your worth in the market? Like, this industry is a very cutthroat industry. You have to have lots of skills, lot of skill sets for you to stand out. You can't really even stand out as a designer because there are so many amazing people in this industry. If you are thinking about money, there's no how you are going to, like, grow as a new designer. Money should not be your motivation. I'm not saying you should work for free, but you're just starting out. You want to, like, make sure, like, your work is being used, like, in a real life scenario. You want to build your portfolio, and you don't want your portfolio to just have fake project, passion project, and all of that stuff. You want to get hands-on experience, because getting real life experience, like, okay, how to deal with clients, how to receive feedback. These are stuff you learn in the process. So, like, designing for free, you should not, like I said, as I replied most of the comments, that it should, personally, I would not advise you to do it more than once or twice. The worst. More than once or twice. Design, like, without having to expect something in return. The work you want to do is the work that you want to put on your portfolio. And putting a work on your portfolio means you want to get hired for that same work. For example, I am a graphic designer. Let's say I niche down, or, like, I love doing cover art albums or cover art designs. This is what I want to do. This is what I want to make money from. What is going to be on my portfolio would be lots of cover art designs, both for people, for passion projects, briefs, everything. That will be on it. I would not take a packaging design and put it on my portfolio when that's not what I want to do. So if you are reaching out to a brand as a newbie or anybody, make sure it is people you want to work to and then work with. Yeah, and I believe that you should also know, like, when people are, like, red flags. There are certain kind of people you should not reach out to. Right? Even the brand I designed for free to today, the person still, like, oh, thank you to so and so for this amazing. She showed appreciation. Like, I knew that my skill was well appreciated. Like, and this is someone that is serious about their business. They're like, oh, I started business just my business is seasonal. It's not seasonal. I'm not on and off. I'm in for the long game. So these are things you would think when you want to, like, consider working for free. And yes, someone also raised an important point that they would rather do few projects for their family and friends for free than offer discounted rates to people. And some is like they're not going to work for free for their family and friends, that their family and friends should pay them their worth. And I understand where this person is coming from. Personally, okay, I'm going to always use myself as an example because this is my experience. I started from somewhere and I'm still, like, in the process of learning. This was about 1 year into, let's say 8 months or into, like, being in the design, learning design. Is it up to 8 months? I doubt it's up to 8 months. I had my uncle reach out to me that he wants to design a logo for his business. Then I had not learned brand design. I only know how to use Photoshop to design. And I know ideally I shouldn't use Photoshop to design logos. I should use a vector-based software like Illustrator. But I couldn't tell him that. So I collected the project and I gave it to my friend that, oh, my uncle wants me to design this and I don't want, like, he believes so much in me already to give me this. This is a big company. Please, it's just a logo, not like a full brand, just a logo. I gave it to my friend to design, and my friend designed it. I sent it back. There was a little feedback. We adjusted it, and that was just it. And he sent me money. I did not charge him. Note, I did not charge him. He sent me 15K at that time. That 15K I had to, like, give my friend part of it. I gave my friend part of it. Like, oh, this is the money. I took half. Then, so I believe your family and friends too should, like, at all, they will appreciate you. After all said and done, yeah, there are just 3 ways, or those 3 ways I mentioned are actually things you can build your portfolio. You can use to fill up your portfolio as a designer, as a new designer. Let's stress it here, new designer. Work passion projects, do lots of passion projects. If you can work for free, please work for free. Money should not be your main goal. And before you work for free, make sure that everything like you've assessed the situation and you know that okay, this will do you more good than at loss. And while you're at it, make sure to like also learn the business side of design. Don't just learn like technical, the business side, how to attract clients, how to deal with clients, how to not sell yourself short, regardless of you being a new designer or not. These skills will go a long way in helping you. And this is stuff that has helped me and it's still helping me, because when it comes to pricing, there are sometimes I shoot myself in the leg. Like I know I'm supposed to call this price, but I get like the price is always heavy in my mouth to call. So it's a work in progress. Just make sure that, okay, everything, you are knowledgeable both in the design and in your business part of your career. So those are just it. And for me, I think my whole learning from this thing is that I should always like be more, do more research, or let's say write more clearly so that I don't get misinterpreted. Because nowadays, I had a senior mentor who said, nowadays she has to always research or go on different before she says something, because what they learned 7 years ago is different from the industry trend now, so that you don't go and miss and people throw you under the bus. But then again, this is the beauty of like learning in public, like accepting you're wrong and arguing your idea, which is what I am currently doing. So for me, in a situation of next time, is to just make sure that my points are clearly stated. There's no gray area. It is white or black. So that will be all for this video, guys. If you want me to do, and I think I showed my portfolio. If you want to watch my first portfolio, like my first ever portfolio, it's a total disaster. I'll link it up here. I think here, so you can watch it. I should do an update on my portfolio very soon. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Please support me by subscribing to my channel and sharing this video to reach more people. My goal for the first quarter of this month is of this year is to reach 500 subscribers. I am currently at 275.